All right. So I'd first like to say thank you to all of you guys in attendance. It's greatly appreciated to see all of you guys out here. Make sure you're standing on your proper lines. All right, everyone's here. All right, so we're going to begin. So as many of you guys know, the United Empire has declared war on Oasis military. Now, Oasis military has declared war on the United Empire. It's not really important on who declared war on who, because at this time, our mission is going to be changing as drill sergeants and as lower enlisted of the United Front. What that means is drill sergeants, you are not going to be training anyone who has UE, Site 17, or any of those affiliated militaries in their bio at any point in time. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be telling them, oh, we're at war with you, we cannot train them. No, you are just going to say, I am incapable of training you at this time. You're going to make up some bullshit excuse. You're not going to tell them why or what we're doing. All right? If you see someone training a UE member, you are going to pull that trainer aside and you are going to tell them, hey, you cannot be training this individual. Please cancel your training at this moment. All right? I don't want to see anyone over here violating OPSEC. All right? Operational security. All right? Make sure that you don't leak any personal information, any information about this military or this meeting to anyone who doesn't need to know. Anyone who is in the United Front is on a need-to-know basis. All right? The mission going forward is going to be changing in the regards that we're pushing quality over quantity. All right, there's not going to be any, oh my god, you hit 40 trainees this week, you're so fucking cool. No. Hey, you got 3 trainees who all went into sniper training. Hey, you got 7 trainees who all became, medics, snipers, all this stuff. All right, we want people who are dedicated to the mission here. We want people who are going to change the future of the United Front. We don't want people who are just going to join here once and then never come back again. No, we want returning members. We want people who are going to be going above and beyond. All right? If you don't think someone is going to be a good fit for this military, fuck them. They don't belong here. All right? But we want the people who are going to be changing everything. All right? We want new snipers. We want new medics. We want people who are going to be changing how this military operates. We want more people like Loyal Cricket. We want more people like Smiles. We want people who are going to become generals, who are going to become higher-ups of their branches, who are going to become drill sergeants. All right? If you see someone and you don't think that they have the capability of changing this military, if you don't think that you can see them realistically becoming a drill sergeant, don't fucking train them. All right? That is what is going to be happening with this military going forward for the training program until the foreseeable future. All right, I'm going to be looking at every single one of my drill sergeants, and I'm going to be making sure that you follow this mission to a T. If I find that you are not performing up to standards, I will be requesting that your drill sergeant is temporarily paused while we figure out where the problem is. Does that mean I'm going to demote you and get rid of your drill sergeant? No, we're just going to be working together and figuring out what the issue is. All right? Now, at this time, I'm going to be opening up the floor for any questions. You're going to raise your hand. You're going to put a dot in the chat before I call on you. All right? We're not going to have a bunch of open mic bullshit. All right. Beginning, we're going right to left. Too sick. All right. While he's typing his question, if anyone has... there it is. Yeah, you're allowed to talk. You're allowed to speak your question.
Will we be rating the shit out of the U?
That is not something that I'm disclosing at this time. This meeting is only about the training mission going forward. So if your question is not related to the training mission or what the future of this map and this area looks like, then please disregard that question. All right, do I have any other questions? Smiles.
Okay, for the training mission going forward, if we discover that new people or like the people that have already been trained in the base are still like UE, what would you like for us to do?
So at that point, you're going to be coming to myself or Sid, or if Sid's not around and Chief is, go to Chief, and we will be working out the game plan from there. What you're not going to do is you're not going to make a big public scene about it, all right? They don't need to know that we know, all right? Information and putting in blocks on what they know that we know is our greatest ally in this war. All right, wars aren't won overnight with big weapons. They're won with knowledge. All right, but don't get me wrong, big weapons do play a big part. All right, next question, Wild Whale.
All right, so basically we're not rating at this moment. We're just getting ready for the mission. We're trying to figure out a plan for the tag. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly correct.
All right.
So
does it come in and I kill every UE higher up there?
No. So in this event, what's going to happen is you're going to be seeing, just people who are joining. You're not, this isn't really geared towards you as you're an E2, but you are a future drill sergeant. So the drill sergeant training is going to look a lot different here going forward. But what's going to happen is that, if you see someone who's getting trained and they are UE affiliated, you're going to tell the drill sergeant, like, hey, you might need to, like, cancel this. Like, just tell them what you know, but don't be bringing it up. Don't be just killing them randomly. All right, that's what I'm getting at. Don't kill without reason. Our rules of engagement are still the same. Just make sure that you inform whoever needs to know.
All right.
All right, any other
No.
questions? All right, the floor is clear. If Sid has anything he wants to say, I'm going to open up the floor to him.
Great. Alright, there's always the converting side. So let's say you see a UE member, even if they're trained or even if they're not trained, if they seem like a good person, a person who's not really attached to UE, very loyal, then you can always try the part where you try to very calmly convince them that that they're casually working for a bunch of fascists. They're casually working for a bunch of weirdos. They're higher-ups. They're owners. They're generals, are all fascists, are all people with terrible ideas, with terrible ambitions, a bunch of weirdos, a bunch of pedophiles. So just tell them, leave that military, come work for this military. So always just try to convert people from the bad to the good. You don't always see a UE member and then you just yell down at them, say, hey, fuck you, you're a UE member, you don't belong here. You can always try the converting side. So that's kind of mainly what I wanted to say. As Mealhawk said, our engagement rules are still the same, so don't just shoot someone because they have UE in their bio, unless they actually cross the line or they're using any of the raid weapons. If you see someone going over the town and then heading into the second gate, they've basically entered a restricted area. If they cross that sign that says turn back, then you can just shoot them, because we really don't want people over that way. They can easily glitch in. So, yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to say. As said, if anyone has any questions, you can just raise your hand right now, or you can always just talk in the Discord later, or just message. But this is what we're moving forward with right now. We are not at war, okay? We're not declaring war. We're just helping our allies. We're helping OM mostly, because this is what we've been mainly waiting for. In the alliance that we did with Oasis Military, I promised OM in the alliance requests that if you ever go to war, I will help you with everything that I can. And this is that opportunity that we've been waiting for. Everyone loves war, everyone loves a little chaos, so while we have it, why not use it? So yeah, that's mainly what I wanted to say. Unless anyone has any questions or Meemhawk would like to say anything in addition, you guys are dismissed. You can either leave or you can just help out around the base if you want to.
I got something I gotta say. Alright. So, with that being said, this is official termination of this meeting. Thank you all so much for attending. If you have someone who who is supposed to be here but couldn't make it, don't worry. I will be posting a recording of this meeting in the Drill Sergeant chat. With that being said, you all are dismissed. Go forth, make sure the United Front lives long and prospers, and we are the first front against the revolution. Alright, we are the defenders of democracy. We are the United Front. Dismissed.
Yeah.
Hoorah!